It's the Panther-Lair.com signing day special. We're here with Nate Yarnell, the quarterback in Pitt's recruiting class. And wait, Nate, this is a terrible question to ask after I've already introduced you, but is that how you pronounce your last name, Yarnell, or is it Yarnell, or
Yarnell? Yeah, you nailed
Yarnell?
it.
Oh, okay, great. I'm glad to know I've been saying it right, all these times for the last 9
Yes, sir.
months. I haven't been screwing up the pronunciation, but it's good. It's good to catch up with you. We haven't gotten a chance to talk a whole lot. Obviously, we try and keep up on everyone's senior seasons, but you weren't able to play this year due to an injury. I've been asking everybody what this fall has been like, and I think it's probably, everybody's under the same stress from the pandemic. But how has this fall been for you? I mean, this was your year, right? You were ready to step in and be the starter, and unfortunately, you miss it with the injury. How has it been for you this fall?
Like you said, it's been hard for everyone. So, I gotta count my blessings. And but as far as the season, it was really frustrating not to be able to get on the field. But it's given me it's humbled me and given me a new sense of how much I love the game of football. And it's made me appreciate how much more I want to play now than after having missed the season. And I'm just ready to come and play.
Sure. What all were you able to do this fall? I mean, as far as training or throwing, or I'm sure you were limited. Was it I guess first we should say, was it a hand injury or a wrist or?
Yes, sir. Yeah, my finger.
Oh, finger.
My right finger. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. So what were you able to? I mean, were you able to grip the ball at all, or what were you able to do this fall?
I was able to train and do everything except for throw, pretty much. So, but even the last, week or two, I was preparing to come back, and so I'm feeling good and ready to go. So.
Okay. Now, as far as Pitt goes, what's your contact like, or what has it been like, say, over the last few months? I mean, do you talk to those guys a couple of times a week, once a week? What do you hear from them?
Oh, I'm at least talking to the coaches once a week, and they're keeping up with me. And it's a lot of fun to watch them this season. And, it's definitely been a great dynamic. And I've gotten to know those guys really well, especially with COVID. We all kind of, figured it out. And I'm really excited about it.
Is it a lot of this? Is it Zoom calls and FaceTimes and that kind of thing?
Definitely. Phone calls, texts, everything.
Sure. Now, do you mostly talk to Coach Whipple, or are you talking to him and Coach Narduzzi? Who all do you talk to up there?
Mostly Coach Whipple.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, yeah.
What are your conversations like with him? What do you guys talk? Do you guys talk football? Do you talk other things? I mean, what do you talk to him about?
Oh, definitely talk football. Kind of just what he was seeing that week, for Pitt, and then I would kind of tell him about what was going through and my kind of football season, and so just kind of get a dialogue that way.
Sure. Would he send you like video clips and you guys go over things like that? Or I know they're obviously busy with their season and trying to prepare, and so he doesn't always have time to talk X's and O's with you for a couple hours every night. But did he do any of that? Send you kind of videos to look at, or?
Not really. I mean, there's a little bit of that, definitely, but not much.
Mm-hmm. Were you able to watch many of their games or check them out at all this season?
Definitely. Yes, sir.
Okay. What stood out to you in their offense and kind of how they ran it?
Oh, Coach Whipple's not afraid to throw the football, and I love that. Kenny really put on a show this year, and that was really exciting to see. And I'm just hoping to be able to do my part for them.
Were there types of throws that you saw Kenny do that they seem to do pretty often that you feel like really fit in well with what you do well, or the kind of throws you like to make?
They spread the football. It's not like they're not trying to force anything. And it was really just a dynamic offense. And I think we got a lot of weapons and a great offensive line. And so I'm just, it looked good at all angles, really.
Is there you mentioned the weapons. Is there, a guy you're looking forward to starting to connect with and throw some balls to?
I'm just excited to get up there and meet everyone, just kind of one step at a time.
Right. Of course. Now, when you committed, I'm sure we talked about it at the time, but take us back there. What went into your decision to commit? I feel like that was in the spring. There were a lot of commitments going on. It was sort of a hubbub of recruiting activity. But what led to you deciding that Pitt was a school for you?
COVID was getting really crazy around that time, and we weren't going to have a spring ball, and we weren't sure about a season. And Coach Narduzzi, was really he really showed a lot of trust in me and showed that he wanted me. And I couldn't ask anything more from a school. And to have a place like Pitt, just what a city and a program asked me to come play football, extended an offer to me. It was a no-brainer in the situation, really.
Right. What have you ever been there? Have you ever been to Pittsburgh or been on
Yes,
Pitt's campus?
yes, sir.
Oh, okay. When did you go up for a visit? I forget.
October.
Oh, okay. You just flew up and walked
Yeah,
around
pretty
campus
much.
and that kind of
Yeah, I
thing?
just came. Just I had to see it, and I
Hmm.
loved every second of it. It
Oh,
was
okay.
great.
Yeah, what stood out? Like what did you see that you liked and what impressed you?
The campus was beautiful. The weather is obviously not 8,000 degrees like Texas, which is nice. October is like 45, so that was good. I really don't mind it, and so that kind of really wasn't anything going to my decision. And really, Heinz Field was really cool too when I got to see it. I haven't really seen it, and on the water and the lakes and all the bridges, it just it was a great atmosphere. And when you pull in that tunnel, and you kind of see Pitt coming in, um, from then on, I just kind of felt like it was the right place for me.
Were you nervous going into that visit of like, boy, I hope I don't hate it here. You know what I mean? Like I'm planning to sign in 2 months. I hope I don't hate
Yeah.
this. And were there any nerves or a sense of relief, like you said, when you kind of came out of the tunnel, like, wait, this is pretty nice.
With the people there and how they treated me, I really didn't. The way it looked and I knew it was going to feel great. No matter kind of the way I saw it, I just kind of wanted to see it for myself.
Hmm. Now, obviously, the coaches can't show you around; they can't
No,
meet with you. That's dead period. But did they give you some tips? Say, hey, make sure you see this. Make sure you go here.
not really. I mean, they didn't want to get in trouble, so I just kind of figured it out. So yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Nice, nice. And then did you get a chance to see kind of walk around the campus a little bit, see the Cathedral of Learning and all that stuff?
definitely, yes, sir.
Mhm. Nice. Okay. And I guess the story with you when you committed was okay. This is Nate. He's going to be the starter at Lake Travis this year. This is a lot of exposure. As you were weighing the pros and cons of committing, how much were you thinking I should just wait, play my senior season, and bring in more offers and make my decision there? I mean, was it sort of a gamble you felt like you were sort of considering at that time?
You know, at the time, just the way that you talked to like college coaches and that kind of thing. Narduzzi was just there was just something about him that I just kind of I really trusted him, and he just something about it really just made me want to commit. It really did.
Mhm.
I felt secure in my decision, and I knew that whatever happened, it was going to be an amazing option for me.
Right. Now you're planning to move in, I guess, in less than a month, I suppose, right? Because you're enrolling in January.
Yeah, a
What
month or something. Yeah.
um what are you looking forward to most about that? Is it getting a head start on the classes? Is it strength and conditioning? Jumping into the playbook? What do you feel like is going to be some of the biggest advantages of enrolling early?
Definitely just getting indoctrinated in the system and kind of getting a feel for what it's like to be a college athlete. And you know, um, I just want to be prepared so that way when I do get to the fall, I have a kind of a sense of what to expect, and I'm ready to roll.
Right. Do you know any of the players on Pitt's roster? I mean, obviously you haven't got to meet them on a visit or anything like that, but do you know anybody? Yeah, I know you talked to a lot of the commits, but do you know anybody on the current roster?
Not really, no sir.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
that's I guess natural, right? When you're in Texas and they're in
Pittsburgh, yeah.
Pennsylvania. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty far apart. When you look at quarterbacks, I would ask you kind of how would you sort of describe yourself, your skill set? Is there a quarterback you would compare yourself to, or that you try to play like, or you feel like you do play like?
I don't want to compare myself to anyone, but I feel like I kind of play off the defense well, and I'm not going to try and force anything, and I'm gonna just take care of the offense and be efficient. And if that means making big plays, then I make big plays. If that means I'm going to dish it out. So I think I'm going to do what the offense needs, and I'm good at doing that.
Okay. How about this is not the same question, but along the same lines. Who's the best quarterback in the NFL right now? 2020.
Oof, I don't know. I don't
If
know.
you were
That's
starting
hard.
an NFL team, if you were starting a team and you had to pick your quarterback, first overall pick, who are you picking from the NFL right now?
I mean, uh, it's just I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh man.
I have no idea. There's a lot of good ones this year, and they're doing a lot of great things. So I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, in Pittsburgh here, it's you and I are talking here on I guess it's Monday. But on Sunday night we watched the Steelers play against the Bills, and Josh Allen looks like he might be one of the better quarterbacks. But of course, you're in Texas. There's a couple good quarterbacks there, and in the NFL playing in Texas right now.
Definitely.
Well, one of them's not
Texas.
playing, but
yeah.
Yes, pretty good. All right, man. Well, hey, Nate, I appreciate you taking a few minutes. It's good to catch up with you, and congratulations on signing. And I guess we'll look forward to seeing you once you get to Pitt in January then.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir. Thank you.